Hi, English Recaps here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie Keys of the Damned. A spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Bea's whole ability this walkout, a future sweetheart, ends up enticed by a struggles, lady with a dismal mystery. She appears to be both miserable and charming in her covers of haziness. This object of desirable gradually, however, most likely allures the youngster to his distraction, and the quicker than you can say, tooth bang sees a chapeau. This accounts of allurement and entachments expands further than Empire films. A while ago, once empires were still revolting, spoiling carcasses and fabulous, undeniably more arousing stories of rebel sweethearts and Scobie taking care of clueless guys advised youthful colleagues about the risk of indiscriminations. Even further, there is simply something unusual with regards to the tunes of the sirens in Odyssey. Isn't there today such a epicurean's Cathalescence has principally returned to the most common feature of art, female vampires carrying men to demolish. Also, it is figured of speech that ships than cassavetes, girls of celebrated nicks. The two gives proper respect and to under menace in her first full-length exhortation, Kiss of the Thames, enter Paolo right off the bat in the film. He has at long contradicted his directions into the rooms of Dujuna. The French magnificence is obviously more than her modest face purposes. All things considered, the two met at video stores. Where is ratings film? She is clearly incidentally. Dujuna is a vampire maverick of the Louis de Potin de Lou schools of vampirism. She is sadly savage, disfavored animals who fears her own dim gift at that. Fear is subsumed by consuming energy for this library. Vigor screenwriters named Paolo. Inside the initial 50 minutes, she has banded herself to a bed and uncovers that they stimulate the teeth come out. In the best synopsis of the films, Paolo is confronted with an intriguing decision not dealt with by most sections of this sort of flicks. He realizes that his potential darling is genuinely and individually from the undead, and joins her under the seats and to joins her in the grabs. He takes the chance of at any rate talk about the possibilities of interesting the constantly hot film, which opens Friday and is at now iTunes is blow out of suburb enticement. In meeting the chiefs, let me know she experienced childhood with the lascivious. However, the beautiful empire movies of 1917's era, the impact of the abuse academics like Jas Franco statue Kiss of the Dams with his continuously longing look of the female vampire structure, be that as it may. Cassavetes interviews of the more everything's in a tale about the jobs for women's liberations in the 21st century world. Stegel doesn't actually show off of the Dujuna at his recently turned Paolo until Dujuna's sisters impact like a springs of blood on the Sehazir vampire truly, and the Ravens had French the in characters is that only particulars who has any damn fun amongst every one of the nominally denounced characters we meet throughout the spans of the films, like Dujun and expressive dance structure turns Mimi somewhere in the range of 2-15 years superior at their schools. It is all genuinely ambiguous. The main significant thing to distract from is that while Dujuna turned into learners from the society, deciding to benefit from the creatures of the woodlands, Mimi has accepted the vampire's existence with a blood-dosed grand scenario at night. Goes by the films to where she isn't tricking a man or two into back rear entryway, contact to death, to even the catches are added a couple to her homes, where the managed choice is simply for play. These shocking pictures are served well by hypogenetic soundscapes of electronic music, directed by Aaron Steven Hamster and music professor Taylor Giontos. They are likewise in support of a story about the culture's part ladies can play. I think these either should sequester themselves away from society and sexuality in their own homes, in case they be as censored as the eager beasts, where they can camp sit consistently at the clubs like a shamed prostitutes. Through Fowler's eyes, and we are acquainted with the great deals of vampire individually of high standings, who go to top-notch food clubs and have occasions after Broadway openings Anna Mobilis as a novelist, nationalist, and a melodic sister. Naomi Xenia is especially entertaining in this. Nonetheless, the main genuine dramatic essence for the films remains established solidly in the competitions among the Mimi and Suna. Suna would rather avoid having her younger siblings' homes, considering she plays with her food in the family rooms. Mimi despises Juzuna's steady when pairings and average profound quality. Believe it or not, their squirings get some worse. Grindings particularly won the grounds and that crowds will further inclines toward the Lestat over the Louises and these accounts why was Juzuna and Paolo sulks about the everlasting lives when we can observe Mimi claiming it. Kiss of the Damned films brimmings with the indecent energy and a decent message about the ladies tolerating their more obscure selves. And it is additionally planned and first time Cassavetes who they composed the screenplay concept, some intriguing symbolisms and sadly covers it under some extremely cumbersome sections, articles and signals can some all the times be extremely glaring that they blind like the primary beams of chance. Additionally, the contentions of the story doesn't such a lot of react a critical stage as a real sense warp itself up with an oddity demonstration of nature. Kiss of the Damned has styles in excess as it makes various unusual set pieces that prize the female emperor such as that couples of others have in last memory. These are another the assembly homogeneous business empires of current mainstream society disgrace nor their steams and wet underground contract. They are the salacious celestial sorts and that stream stuff. European films a period of loathsomeness and distant memory. In any case, this return to set apart from the next two Wono's story to tie it screens with a few problematic exhibitions. For those searching for an ended experience similarly as much about the flashy as the slaughter, this hearts around the edges non-mainstreams will probably be not baffles as there isn't a lot of please here first the physicals. Thanks for watching this video.